All right, look at that. Two asses staring at each other. Yeah, so are we ready to hear this run? I am. So that's what we're gonna work on right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Ross the Oliver Man. Last time in our installment, we put on a new manifold. And this time, we got our cleaned up carburetor put back together. We're gonna slap it back on and see if we can't make this thing go. Now, we have the added bonus of, I have absolutely no idea what I did with any of the fasteners. I think they're laying in the toolbox. So that'll maybe help us part way there. We also need a new gasket, which was in our kit. So we have that. What else do we need? Well, in a perfect world, we would have made a new fuel line, but I didn't get that done. So we're gonna just pretend that it's okay and put this on anyway. Oh. My thoughts exactly. Yeah. All right, now, another boo-boo that I have made, other than waking up this morning, is that when we put this on the first time, way back when, we lost the cotter pin that held the governor rod on. So that is on our list of stuff to go get here in a second. And we're gonna ride the struggle bus with this. It's fine. We've got our usual seat on the struggle bus. We know how it is. I don't think my choke even works anymore, does it? Pretty rusty. Man. I can't imagine why it got rusty, you know? Leaving the tractor sit outside all this time? No, that can't be it. So we're gonna do this. And we're gonna do this. This, which is not the preferred method, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And then we need to totally destroy everything. So we're doing good there. But seriously, what we need to do is go get a cotter pin for this rod, because it don't look like we're gonna get that other one back as it fell in the grass, you know? Because it was cold that day, if I recall, when we were working on this. Yeah, that'll work. Everything will work. So I just need to go get cotter pin. All right. So we got that. One thing we didn't do, though, is get the battery for this. I have no idea what I did with the battery for this. All I know is that it ain't here no more. And if I remember right, this one had a reverse post battery in it because it fit better. Didn't interfere with stuff and things, if you know what I'm saying. In real life, you'd use a lot shorter one of these, but or cut off the tails. I don't. I just take them out of the way. Okay. We need our gasket still. Don't forget our gasket. Don't forget our bolts. Okay. Now the only thing left to do is block your view so you can't see anything. Oh, mama. This is going to be a fight to the death, I'm telling you. This is so much fun. How stuff doesn't fit. They actually looks like they maybe redesigned it. I wonder if I could sneak in a... Surely not. Surely it would not let me put a socket in there. That would sure make it easier. If I could. Halfway put a socket in. This is about 30% successful, but it's working. Well, I took up most of the slack anyway. I'm going to put that right there. No, it won't do that. It's too much. We're gonna struggle and work and struggle, work some more, but I think we're gonna get it. Sure. Now this one will be exactly clocked wrong to where you can't make any progress at all. So that's super cool, because I'm not real sure what a guy's gonna do to get that on there. Get it on there and then never worry about it again, because it doesn't look like you'll ever get it back off of there. Need a super thin wrench. Maybe a box end would do it, which I don't have with me. But I think it's tight enough. That's what she said. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. So that should be good. Now, I'm gonna have to tuck this garbage thing back in there since we're reusing, reducing, and recycling, or whatever you want to say. And that is probably 7/16, which I didn't bring. Did I not even bring an adjustable? Usually I'm a pretty good slacker and I bring stuff that's not appropriate. But I guess I didn't. So, we need a 7/16. And we need a battery. And we probably need the mobile jump pack, because I bet that the battery that I got, I know, is dead, because I took it out of the 550 a while ago because it wouldn't start. I put a new battery in there. So if I go get that battery and bring it over here, I'll have the jumper cables. We'll be able to make this go, I hope. So I'll go gather that stuff and we'll be right back. All right, so what you're gonna wanna do is cover yourself in petroleum product so that you are combustible. And then you're gonna hook up the mobile jump pack for the 40 millionth time this winter to something. I should have just bought a set of those cables where you wire them to the truck and plug it into the boat. As many times as I've jumper cabled. And the great thing about this is it's super easy to blow yourself up with the way this is made. So that's great. All right. Now, this should run. There's no reason that it shouldn't, but I've been wrong before. So, neutral. Look at that. We probably need some carburetor adjusting. Cylinders going. Now, we ain't got no idling. Now, we don't have everything we need here for whatever reason. Our throttle's all out of whack too, so. Now, that don't make sense. You should run. Are we not making connection? Come on.
One eternity later.
There we go. Got to run with the choke out. What else is new? Idle speed too low. Okay, it'll run with the choke out. I'm saying it's a points problem. Sometimes it's not always a fuel problem when you got to mess with the choke. And I would say that's what we got here, because something's not just quite right. It's cooking off all that cosmoline there. But everything's new. So I'm wondering if our points went bad, or whether we need to sand them up real good. runs dandy with the choke out a little bit. Will it run if I take the life support off? Probably on borrowed time, because that battery's dead. I'd like to take it for a little drive, but I don't know if it'll keep running or not. If we do this right, we'll block in, you know, the driveway or something important. That's what we're after here. Much more better there though, quiet. I don't remember the 4-speed shift pattern, so I guess we're gonna learn that together again. That's a good enough speed. Got plow in tow. On gravel. Holy Knutson. That'll beat you to death. Mother trucker. Good gravy. Alright, we still have homework to do, but we're better than we were. Oh, yeah. Well, sure would be fun to take that out and plow with it, wouldn't it? 134 plow. But it's running and driving again. I desperately, desperately need, and I've had multiple people say they had it, and then nobody ever sends them or tells me about them, because I mean, I'm gonna pay for them. But I need some 60 lugs. They are different than a 70. They're much more narrow. And I need, I think 4. I'm missing 1 on this wheel. 1 or 2. 1, and then the other wheel's missing several. And without them, it's like driving on a flat tire, friends. There's a missing one. And there's a missing one. I was thinking there were 4 total that I need. Maybe it's just 3. But if anybody's got them, I really need some. 60 lugs. They're about maybe half the width of the 70. The 70 ones stick out to like here. So, and the bolt hole pattern's different, I found, because I got some 70 ones and I thought I could make them work, but they don't line up. So, I got a job for this tractor, actually, if I can get it going good enough. And I want to be getting on that pretty soon. But my idea is take it with the rotary harrow through the pasture, and then you can overseed it, because the rotary harrow will punch holes, this will punch holes. I'm thinking aeration, you see? So that's my plan. We need to get it to run a little bit better. It's just not quite. I don't understand what our problem is now. If I pull the choke out, it runs good. So, and like I said, that's not always a fuel problem when that happens. A lot of times the choke will fix ignition problems and people are confused. They don't understand what's happening, but I would almost bet that this is a points problem here. So we'll tinker with it again one day, but at least it's running now and it doesn't have that awful leak. So yeah, this hasn't run for probably, well, last year about this time, maybe a little later than that, because I know when I had that, all the tractors out for the people to come look at, I had to pull it out there because I couldn't get it started. It exploded in my face, and so yeah, I don't know, but I'm happy we got it back up and going, and this was money well spent. That was only like $200 and some shipped to me, maybe like 220, and that's a lot nicer. So that's the way to go. If you got one that's not very good, just buy a new one. I mean, it's not worth fighting the troubles of the old one, or like in my case, you saw that other one, it was so thin, there's no way you could weld it. So I'm gonna call this a win, and I think I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. So that's where we'll leave this one. As always, if you enjoy my videos, give them a thumbs up. Leave a comment and tell me how dumb you think I am. Or if by some slim chance you liked it, say that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.